101.5 KGB San Diego's Classic Rock. It's the Bob and Coe Show. Our special guests have arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, STYX is in the road.
All right.
Hey, I love it.
Good morning.
I wonder who those guys loitering in the hallway were. Now I know.
That guy looks like Tommy Shaw.
Hey.
Tommy, good morning.
Good morning. I'm over here. I'm destroying your equipment.
Oh,
over
I
here.
think, you know what? We have a guy, a San Diego Charger, number 61, when they were the San Diego Chargers.
Oh, dear.
No,
Right.
don't get us started,
Right, JY?
Oh, dear.
Nick Hardwick, he's an athlete. He uses that microphone every morning.
Mm-hmm.
He just manhandles it, breaks it. So that's you're
so-
looking at the remnants of a strong man. JY, good morning. Welcome.
Bob Coe, great to see you guys again.
JY.
Been a couple of years,
Yeah.
2-3 years.
And Lawrence, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning to you all, and yes, lovely to be joining.
Wow. Well, let's open with a congratulations, man. The Mission is a brand new album. It is out today. The first new album in how many years?
14 years.
First new of original music, 14 years. It's been 12 years since Walrus.
Wow.
And that was covers that year. Yeah.
Now, wasn't Walrus on the Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Indeed.
Now, that way preceded the show. Of course, it's
Well, Lawrence has his speech all prepared
Yes,
for that.
we were robbed of that name by a television show, and it is stuck in my craw. I got a craw especially just for it to get stuck in for all these years, but nonetheless. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, congratulations on your little television show.
Yeah.
It's only the number one show. That show's hysterical,
It's great.
I will say.
It is funny.
I will say.
The last time we were all together, we were on the high seas for our big Catalina trip with KGB listeners, and we still hear about it today, about how much
That was a
fun
blast.
that
That was
was.
absolutely a blast.
That was a one-of-a-kind experience, wasn't it?
It really was, where we had listeners just up close and personal. Anytime you're on a ship, it's always a good time. It's just like add people, great time.
What was the name of the cruise line? It was Carnival, right?
Yes, Carnival.
Yeah, that was really great.
And of course, the second the band hit the stage, all the women in the ship right to the front. You couldn't look over the women.
That's true. The ship started to lift a little. That's really funny.
So much fun. We had such a
And
great
when
time.
we departed, you remember we got in that boat off to the side, and it was at nighttime. I felt like I was in the movie Titanic.
Yeah.
Except for the ship was
'Cause we're all kind of by
lifting
ourselves.
a little bit.
That was so much fun.
Wow.
And they're all Billy Zane.
Yeah, there you go. The crowd.
You know, and just talking about that excitement. So it after 45 years of signing that first recording contract, was it Wooden Nickel?
With Nickel Records.
I remember I had the single as a whatever-year-old. I bought the single.
Wow.
And I can see it in my mind's eye, the Wooden Nickel label. But so 45 years, and the excitement for STYX grows. I mean, it's amazing. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic, and we see it because, Bob and I know it looks like we're only 24 years old, but I've been doing this quite some time. But there's such a resurgence right now for our format and for our bands, so it's not surprising that everywhere you guys go, you're selling masses of tickets, and a lot of people are really excited to hear you today and talk about the brand new album, too.
Yay.
It's going to be good.
Yeah. So we can play some, and we can play some classic STYX. And what does the tour look like this year for you guys? Is there anything going on?
James?
Well, we've do have a 3-act package to ourselves in our Speedwagon, and the amazing Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles.
There you go.
Playing
Of course.
Eagles songs, so it's going to be a night of STYX REO songs and Eagles songs.
Yeah.
Don gets that double neck guitar out there in Hotel California starts, and it's a rather amazing thing.
Yeah.
And it's it's a reunion for all of us. We've all worked together before, and the closest I think we're going to be here is at the Greek Theater
That's
in
cool.
L.A.
That's cool. That's worth the drive.
2024 of Saturday night, 24th of June.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's going to be amazing. And I remember when Don Felder was here. He
At
was,
JY's very microphone.
Yeah, and he was raving how great the tour was with you guys. He said that it was the best tour I've ever been on. I felt like we were with family, and he said, I just can't remember when I've ever had so much fun
We
on the
did
road.
have a lot of laughs and played a lot, sang a lot together. And we even did a few shows together in Las Vegas where Don actually joined our band. He came out, and we became his Eagles. And we did a
Oh,
set
that's
of Eagles
awesome.
songs, and then he came out and joined the band as a member of STYX and played STYX songs with us.
Fantastic.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine. And his solo record, you were all over that record as well. It's really great stuff. So I'm glad you guys are all together, and of course with REO.
Yeah. One thing that's always blown me away is how you guys can intuitively cover other musicians' songs that you like, and you can just play them. As a guy who wishes he was a musician, right? I can't believe that you can just do that. You can just play that riff or you sing that note, or that's pretty amazing. Don't ever take that for granted, guys. That's amazing.
It is. It's the next level up from singing in the radio, singing with the radio in your car, or singing in the shower.
That's a good way to look at it.
But even for us guys who do that, there is a little bit of a difference. You know, you think you know the song really well, but then you say, okay, well, now I'm going to get up on stage and play it and sing it with these guys. Maybe I better listen and practice it a little bit.
Yeah.
With any song like that's well known by people, it's a little more elegant than you think just at first glance. So it's always fun to get asked to do that.
Sure.
Ask Alexa a question.
Alexa, how would you like to play a STYX song?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
No, you do know that one. You know that one, Alexa, and don't speak back to me, you dirty. Listen, Alexa, play nice. No, don't play nice.
I couldn't find any songs that match your request.
Nice was Keith Emerson's original band. Play some STYX, for God damn it, Alexa.
That's great. Alexa, play STYX.
I didn't find music by STYX in your library, but it's available with Amazon Music Unlimited. Would you like to learn more?
Yes, please. Teach me.
Amazon Music Unlimited lets you play tens of millions of songs on this Echo. It's free for 30 days, and then you'll be automatically charged $3.99 a month.
I'm looking forward to
Cancel
that.
anytime. Try in the Alexa app. Should I start your free trial and play music by STYX?
Yes, play tens of millions of songs by STYX. Come on, baby.
She's thinking.
There is a problem with your payment method.
That's
As
funny.
in,
Not
I
a
have
first.
no payment.
Not a first, folks.
Let's ask a question. Alexa, what is the name of the new STYX album?
STYX's latest album is Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
Alexa.
she doesn't know because
What day is this, Alexa?
That's right. She wouldn't
Alexa,
know because
this
it's not
is Mission
officially.
Day. Can you
it's
teach
not officially
Alexa?
Friday yet. That's funny. That's funny.
Today is Monday, June 12th.
No, it's not. It's June the 16th, Alexa.
You're
Alexa,
awesome.
please play Gone, Gone, Gone by STYX.
I didn't find Gone, Gone, Gone in your library, but it's available with Amazon Music Unlimited.
That's good. It's available on Amazon.
I'd
I'll
love
take
to
that.
learn more.
You know, guys, I think it's a
I
great
didn't
time
find
to
Gone, Gone,
actually.
Gone in your library,
Oh,
but
Alexa,
it's
shut
available
up.
with Amazon Music Unlimited. Would you like to learn more?
Now she's
Schweigen Sie, Alexa, meine Fräulein. Sprichst du Deutsch?
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Deutsch. Anglais.
She shut
Pensée?
herself off. She's had enough.
It all comes down to me. Isn't that one of the lines? The mission all comes down to me. Wow.
That just gives me chills, you guys. I'm serious. I love you guys. You get some serious fist bumps here.
Fist bumps from callers.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it's really good. I still feel the same way the first time we heard it when we played it.
Yeah,
I just get
yeah.
chills because you captured the theater of the mind. What you're trying to capture, that loneliness, the confusion, the fear, the doubt, all of that stuff.
And it's
really
some of that,
well done.
the progressive STYX roots,
Absolutely.
too, while being very current in 2017.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hit it on all cylinders.
So,
good.
Tommy, I know you did most of the concept. How did that all work?
It started out just as this little song that came to me about 3 years ago. And I wrote this little guitar piece, and I always pull my phone out and record something if I come up with it, because I know I'm not going to remember it later. So I had a couple of ideas. I took them home, and I laid them out, and I kind of fleshed it out as a song, and played some parts on it, put a little middle section to it, and then it was time to do vocals, so I got the scratch pad out and started writing, and the first thing I wrote was now I can say that this is the day we'll be on our way on our mission to Mars. And I looked at it and was like, okay, where did that come from?
Yeah.
So the song just sort of laid itself out for me.
Yeah.
And that's how it began. And I was writing with Willie Vankovich at the time, who ended up producing the record with us. And I sent it to him because I knew he wouldn't laugh. You know, your writing partners, he's not going to, shame me for this. What is this dumb thing? And so he said, that's kind of interesting. Let me send you this thing that I wrote. And he sent me his demo of the song Locomotive. That was, it was a rough state, but it really got the thing across. And I heard the two of them, and the both of us were like, this is kind of bookends to something really unusual. And that's how it started. But we didn't play it for anybody because we didn't know. It was just, everybody, usually likes their own songs.
Yeah.
But we waited until it had enough of a frame and enough of a shape to it before we played it to everybody, so they didn't have to use their imagination. It was like, yeah, I get what it is, and that's when everybody just jumped in, and then it really became a STYX project and the STYX album. Like,
yeah,
personalities and everybody's musicianship and the voices came through. But it really did start out as just a one little thing that kind of came to me.
So this mission to Mars, it happens 15 years from now?
2033.
Okay.
And you're right, though, because STYX is one of the few bands I can actually say, like, I can pick out you in it, I can pick out your stuff. There's definite personalities, and you can pick it out. Even though it's so seamless as a song, you definitely have your styles in there, and they're very pronounced but blend perfectly. Not that many bands have such a signature like that. So it really comes out, and I'm sure this is just going to blow all your fans away. It's got to, yeah.
It's a trip. It really is. It's 42 minutes and 8 seconds long. We did that so we could fit it on two sides of a vinyl album.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm. And it fits perfectly. And the music is really best listened to when you sit and listen to the whole thing.
Right. Like the old days.
Yeah.
The concept.
Yeah, sure.
Well, just listen to the music, because one leads into the other.
Yeah.
But I heard you had like a friendship with some people in NASA, which got you into the whole. Did I hear right that you?
When you're doing something, and you kind of look for signposts or indications that you're really completely lost and you should turn around right now, or keep going. You're going in the right direction. And that was one of those things that happened. We got this call from Alan Stern's people. Alan is the principal investigator for the New Horizons mission that went on a 9-year mission to Pluto to take those pictures. And they just happened to be fans. And the moon, the fifth moon of Pluto, is STYX, and they knew we were in the area, perfect. So they sent us a message. Would you guys like to come by? The flyby's about to happen. So we went over and just met them sort of cold, and as soon as we walked in the door, Alan, the principal investigator, he motioned, come over here and look at this. This just came in. And he showed us this little kind of checkerboard-looking egg thing. He said, up until now, this was all we could see of Pluto. And he said, check this out. It just came in. No one in the world's seen it.
Oh, my God.
And there was this beautiful, high-resolution picture of Pluto.
Wow.
And
incredible.
So then we go in. Remember, we walked in and into their little auditorium. Yeah. They were all down there waiting on us with a banner, a welcome banner, and it was really sweet. But we had no idea who they were until we started meeting them. We were there for a couple of hours. This was the whole team who, Alan built the rocket. He created. He imagined it. He put the team together. He built the rocket that took it there. But then he put these guys together. Looked like the guy who was the navigator, who flew it from here to there.
Wow.
And, completely precise. The guy who built the cameras, and the guys who made the thing light enough so that it could get there on the fuel. And they're all fans. And
yeah, isn't that great?
For them to be in there celebrating us, it was like, this is completely backwards.
Yeah. But you guys have had a lot of those experiences where, STYX has been part of somebody's life for so long that they are fans, and they may be the smartest people in the universe, but they're still fans, bottom line. You've got to have lots of those moments where you're like, oh my gosh, is this really happening?
It's mind blowing. I mean, as many albums as we've sold and as how long we've been around, that you just find out people, and you're just surprised by someone that said, "This song of yours changed my life in some way," but yet it's some very important person. And there was I go back. We played the Sturgis thing back when Peter Fonda was inducted into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame. This was back in the year 2000, and there's a big tall guy across the lobby of the hotel. Goes, "James Young from STYX. Hi, I'm Congressman John Thune from South Dakota," and then he's going to become Senator John Thune, and so it's
it's crazy. It's a crazy world you guys have had.
Well,
It's
this
a really
happens.
Great
We think
experience.
these guys had 16 top 40 singles.
8 top 10.
Right.
Yeah.
4 consecutive multi-platinum albums. I mean, these are the kinds of things that happen, and that's and so well deserved.
Well, thank you.
Well, you guys were
The
thrilled
greatest
for you.
thing is to still be here doing this at the level we're doing it. You know, the band is stronger than ever, and people keep showing up, and
in droves. In
It's pretty
droves.
awesome.
Yeah. It really is a testament to the music, to the players, and people just enjoy
our fans they really do propel the whole thing.
Yeah.
They are like joy junkies, and it's just we try and give them as much of it as we can.
That's awesome. So good.
We're joined by Tommy Shaw, James Young, that's JY of STYX, of course, and Lawrence Gowan. Lawrence, what were you saying while the STYX song was playing?
All kinds of things. I was mostly saying the as you brought up, Coe, that ship that we were on in just off the
With all those KGB
Catalina.
listeners, right?
Yeah.
Said 3 years ago, I guess.
Correct. Yeah.
2014
That's
it was,
where
yeah.
that's where I remember Tommy coming up with that riff that's in Mission to Mars, because we had these new little backstage amps, warm up amps. We do a pretty extensive warm up before every show, and he was playing that, and I see him take his phone out and record it, and I'm thinking,
No way.
yeah. I immediately at that moment I thought, could this be the beginning of a huge STYX concept album? And sure enough, here we are 3 years later.
And you guys were on the ship with us.
Yeah.
So
We're Bob
That's
and Coe,
amazing.
the
It is.
inspiration
I love that.
for
History was made.
You're freaking me out, man.
Yeah.
amazing.
Tommy's going, I think he might be right.
That's crazy. That was so much fun, though. And
was.
glad we could inspire you guys.
Yes, it
Our
was an
pleasure.
inspiring,
Actually-
obviously an inspiring evening.
Oh, my God.
One thing I wanted to follow up on as well was that when on that day that we were at NASA, July the 5th, I think it was 2015, as Tommy was mentioning, it was great to see that they were actually, this was like the Super Bowl victory for them, because this was the 9 years they'd spent, but they took time out of their day to welcome the band with like banners and then this, we were part of the celebration as they're high-fiving each other as if we had anything to do with it. And it was just great to be in their company. But we met this man as well, Mark Showalter, and he was one of the main people that put forward the name STYX for that fifth moon that they discovered on that mission.
And he was the guy who discovered the moon.
Yeah, he's the guy that discovered it and decided to name it STYX. And so it does connect to Greek mythology, but he did tell us secretly, so I don't want you ever to tell anyone this, that it was a lot of it had to do with the fact that he's such a fan of the band.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I know. So
crazy.
Sorry,
But don't
Pink,
tell
sorry, Pink
anyone.
Floyd.
Yeah.
whatever you do, never say this on the radio.
I mean, that's going to be like a hard thing to top for a fan.
It
like,
is.
so what do you got now?
I know.
We've had a moon named after
well,
us.
A
Pluto.
celestial
Yeah,
body.
God.
Isn't that great?
But along the way, the past couple of years while this was going on, they became resources for us. If we had questions, I remember sitting down with Alan Stern one day because I was trying to work some things out with the story, and I had read the book The Martian. The movie hadn't come out yet, and there was all the technical stuff in there. So that's kind of nice, but do we have to be completely accurate? So then I picked up The Martian Chronicles, and that's the name of that book, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And started reading that, and it was like, well, this is pure imagination here. And then I talked to Alan, and I said, would it be possible for the STYX moon to grow, have agricultural, aspects to it? And he said, maybe not, but if not, just create your own mythology.
Sure.
Because
Create
a
your
lot
own
of
story.
times, just say they figure out a way to make plants without oxygen.
That's
and
crazy.
he says a lot of times the mythology turns out to, people are inspired by that and they make it real.
That's amazing. That's got to be like a mind blower. Like, oh my God, that just happened to us. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
Pretty great.
101.5 KGB San Diego's Classic Rock, the Bob and Coe Show. The band STYX are special guests in studio celebrating the album that comes out today. It's called The Mission. It is a concept album. It's fabulous. We're going to play another track from it in just a moment. But before we do, some questions, some questions that we haven't asked through the minutes you've been here this morning, and I want to get to. One is for JY, football analyst. JY, what are you feeling good about as you look forward to the 2017-2018 football season based on the draft? What are you feeling?
Oh, well, I can't say that I paid that close attention. I mean, the Bears, of course, the band is originally from Chicago. I still live there and live and die with the Bears. And we drafted a quarterback. We traded way up to spend a lot of money to get this guy. And I don't know. The Bears are due in about 6 years from now, so I don't know. He'll develop nicely over the next 6 years, and we'll win the Super Bowl in 2025.
I want you to remember that, Coe. We've recorded that live segment as well,
Yes.
so we're going to play it back for you and see.
Every 20 years. I mean, it was 63, the Bears won the championship. 85 we won. In 2006 we should have won if they'd taken Grossman out, and we're going to win in 2025.
Hey, at least you have a team. We were dumped by facts. San Diego dumped. We're going to L.A. You're on your own.
That's hard.
Oh, it was harsh. It was a
They'll be
harsh
coming
breakup.
back.
Harsh breakup.
That's another one of my predictions.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's
another
down.
one.
Yeah.
So, JY, you're in Chicago. Tommy, I remember you lived in the Hollywood Hills forever, and Nashville is the place you call
we moved
home
to
now.
Nashville in 2012.
Yeah.
Love it.
Everyone says they love it.
Yeah, my wife grew up in Clarksville, which is just about a 45-minute drive from Nashville, and I'm from Alabama, so it wasn't that radical a move. It was kind of nice. Nashville's the first place that I went to when I did my, leaving home and to see what's out there.
Right.
That was my first stop.
Yeah.
Tennessee really is beautiful. My father's in a veterans home out there. He's late stages Alzheimer's. He's just outside of Knoxville, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'll drive down the highway like, oh my God, it's so green. Oh, it's so clean. Wow, I'm so blown away by the beauty of that state. It's
we
really
live
lovely.
we live near a lake that's a wildlife reserve too, and
It's amazing.
and so we get some spillover from there. So we have owls and hawks and lots of deer, couple little Bambis in the fringes of our yard, and we have a little catfish pond. So there's birds down there constantly eating fish out of there. It's insane.
That's awesome.
Nice. Well, that's good. And Lawrence, where are you living?
I live in Toronto, Canada. So my best wishes to San Diego that when your Chargers do come back, they come back as a hockey team.
So you guys are kind of an international.
Hey,
Yes, an international flavor.
An international
brought to the
band.
yes.
speaking of Canada's
Yeah.
favorite sport, isn't it incredible? And Tommy, you can chime in on how well Nashville did. They lost in the Stanley Cup Finals, but my God, they really put up a fight with the professionals, the friggin' Pittsburgh Penguins.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Smashville,
I
right?
love
They
that
called
name.
it
Smashville.
Smashville.
Tommy got to go to two of the.
I went
the
to the
Stanley
other. I
Cup
went to
final
games 3 and 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I actually got up and played in between periods 1 and 2, and a little bit in between
How
2 and 3.
fun.
that must have been awesome.
It was the
fun.
loudest place I've ever been in my life. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I can imagine the passion. They've got a team that's actually doing well. It's something kind of new for them, so they were just pouring it on.
Oh, yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Everybody really got
love
behind them.
that.
There were 30,000 people outside.
Yeah, I know. Watching on the big screen in the street, we watched that.
That's crazy fun.
But Tommy, they won the game. Both games,
Both-
right? Well,
both
you were
games.
there.
Yes.
The good luck charm is sitting
That's
right
it.
next to you, Cole Lewis.
You know,
and
I didn't
Tommy
even-
Shaw.
It didn't even
Tony
occur to
McFly.
me until afterwards when I got up and played and sang, is how important it is that the team wins the day that you're there. Otherwise, you'll never
you
get
will
invited
never
back.
play in this town again. That's awesome. I love that.
Well, Lawrence and JY and Tommy, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good luck with this album that's out today.
So in
Thank
about
you,
a
guys.
year or so, we're going to meet on a ship somewhere
Yes.
That's right.
with
Yes.
some practice amps
Yes.
That's right.
for the sequel.
Gotta do a sequel.
Get the licks down for the next concept album in 3 years or whatever.
Not
We
a
just have
sailing
to-
ship, a spaceship.
Yeah, we just have to rob a bank to get the airfare to get to like Miami for the next cruise ship because we want to do that with you guys.
Thought it was a
again.
cruise ship, but to my surprise,
It's been so much fun. Oh, we're thrilled you guys are here.
What song from the Mission can we play going out? Any thoughts?
how about the outpost?
Can do.
Yes.
We'll do that.
Guys, thank you again.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Bob
Great
Coe,
to see you.
thank you
Great
so
to
much.
Much
see you.
love,
Thank
you
you,
guys.
guys.
We
Thank you.
loved having you here.
It was a treat.
And guess what? You have to stay. Oh, I'm sorry. Our little secret.